On today's video, I'm Chatty. You'll be considered food more depth.
Okay. Oh god. Oh, not my head curtain. Good morning vlog. It is 10 o'clock, getting my walk done for the day. This morning I, as you saw, did a nice body weight leg workout, which, you know, it's humbling. Getting back into working out after a month and a half off, but it's fine. It's all fine. Still feel good about it, but you know, starting my work walk right now. Josh is here playing his video games. Yay. But got my cat, got my computer, my walking pad. It's gonna be a great day today. Great week coming. Alrighty vlog, been working all day. It is 2:20, just took a little break to disassemble our dining table. I posted some stuff on Facebook, so posted the table, this, that credenza, and then the little tiny sofa that we have on the porch. Basically just furniture we don't have a spot for in the new house, or we know we want to upgrade. So like this, although I do love it, it's time for an upgrade. Same with the table, like it's done its job, but it's not gonna match the vibe of the new house, and might as well just make some money from it and not have to pay the movers to move like 200-pound table, you know, since it is solid wood. So nice to see it all disassembled, and there's so much open space now. I'm gonna have to like just close my eyes. We really could put like all of our moving boxes here, but that's already down in the basement. So anyway, that's what I've been up to today, just working, disassembling the table. All that stuff is here, so someone's gonna come pick it up at like 6:30 tonight. I love Facebook Marketplace. Like, what do we do before then? But they're gonna come and pick this up and that, hopefully. And then I think someone's gonna come to pick this up tomorrow too. We'll see. But anyway, I gotta go back to work. Just figured I'd take a nice little break. Josh is making dinner. Yeah! Woo! Oh, table's still here. Things are coming in like an hour and a half, so we'll see.
Nice and blitzed by the...
Josh will be him. Just like that. Dinner's basically done.
We finally figured out how to make every plate easy for me.
Me tell you what to do.
Yes.
That's not the point of the every plate.
You telling me what to do is fine. And you're not telling me what to do, you're instructing me. There's a difference.
Okay.
You'd be like, take the table apart and tell me what to do. You'd be like...
Well, guess what you didn't even do today? Take the fucking table apart, huh?
I was gonna do it.
Yeah, sure you were. Uh-huh. The official new dining room table setup. Nice. Buddy, what do you think? Now I'm like, oh, I really got a mop in here. You know how easy it's gonna be to mop actually when there's no table? It's gonna be great. Anyway, this is where we're at. It's, what time is it? 6 o'clock. So we are just gonna be hanging out for the night. The people that came and picked up the table. We're very nice, and they just moved here, and I hope they
Not
enjoy
from
it.
Massachusetts to New York.
No, they moved here from Colorado and Ohio, so like hope you guys like Maine. It's cold here. Josh is off for work. It's 6:15. Drinking my coffee, enjoying my time watching some YouTube this morning, debating on what else I can pack, but there isn't much left until we get a little bit closer to moving day. Just gonna enjoy my time with my cats this morning. Getting my daily work walk in. Miko here is watching the birds with Flip. It's a gross rainy day, but it's all good. Today, our house is actually getting inspected for our buyers, so that's happening at I think 2:30 or 3 o'clock. So, and I can be home for that, which is nice, but house is getting inspected today. What else? Oh, I have cord organization stuff coming, so I just put this on, which you can't really tell, but it's like a cord basket for underneath the desk. So the other thing that's coming is something to like stick up the cords to the roof of the roof of the desk, the bottom of the desk, whatever. So that'll be great. Just get that organized, and then when we move, I just undo it and redo it again. Can't believe we're a month away. So my videos are very, very ahead of schedule. So this is not going to go up for another like 3 weeks or 4 weeks. So this will probably go up by the time we move, actually. But I just want to make sure I'm ahead. That way I'm not stressed to like post a video. But I understand it's like kind of delayed. So anyway, I'm out of breath. I'm walking, working. Just me and my cats. Another day. Another day. Well, since I checked in, but the appraisal is all done. It was literally like 15 minutes. The woman just like came in, took pictures. Her husband, they're like a team, which is really cool. The woman was inside taking pictures, just like looking things over. The husband was outside, like with a tape measure, measuring stuff and like doing all the outside appraisal stuff. And so that should be about a week or two. Shouldn't really change anything, or at least like hopefully it doesn't come back so low that it does need to change something. It's not expected to do that, so we should be good there. Only other things we're kind of waiting on for the house stuff right now. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this. My husband and I bought a house, and we're selling this one, and it's all happening at the same time. So, frankly, it's very overwhelming. But no more negotiations. We've determined what we're doing for our purchase, and we've agreed on what we're doing for the sale. Everything's figured out. It's just now we're waiting on this house appraisal, which again, like I said, shouldn't change anything. And then right now we're also working with our lender, trying to figure out like how much money down we want, how much our monthly payment's going to be, what our interest is and all that. Basically right now we know how much around like closing costs are going to be, but basically we have to take the money that we make from this house and then put a portion of it to closing costs for this house. So that'll be like the commission we pay to our realtor. That's going to be whatever, like closing fees, like our insurance, or and then for like the other house, there's going to be the insurance we have to pay for, just all those like titling fees, those kinds of things, like transfer charges. I don't know, like there's a bunch of like random fees that kind of go into it. So right now we're trying to figure out how much money we can put down and pay for all of that and still have like $10,000 to $15,000 back to us after. The house we are buying, the seller's agreeing to pay us $10,000 at closing, but we want to make sure we have more than just that when we actually, after the fact of like signing papers and all that. So anyway, all this to say is that we're working with our lender to figure that out, but this is our last real home thing. It's funny, my realtor came to just like not stand guard, like hang out with the inspector people, or no, the appraisal people, while I worked, so I wouldn't have to like be bothered, but she just kind of like escorted them around the house basically. And we were just talking after they left, and she was like, I was looking at your pictures the other day, and are you gonna feel sad that you got married here? And it's like, there's so many pros and cons. Like the new house has so much potential. It's just, there's this weird thing where like in the grand scheme of like stages in life, Josh and I have hit all of our major milestones in this house. So we've made all of our major milestones. Like, we were dating for a year when we got the house, and we got engaged here, like literally in the living room. We got married here, like literally in the yard. We brought 3 out of 4 of our cats home here. It's just, there's so many major milestones that we've had at this house that it's gonna be hard to leave. I was telling my realtor, I was like, the day we're signing papers, I will be sobbing. So just prepare yourself for that. It's great. It's so bittersweet, and there's no better way to put it. It's just, we're so, like, personally, I'm not gonna speak for Josh, but I'm so excited for the new house and all of its potential, and it really is like our dream house. Like, it checks every single one of our boxes, and I'm just so excited for like what our life could be up there, and like making new friends. I'm very excited, but it's also, the closer we get to closing, there's more and more things that I'm like, this is gonna hurt. It's not gonna feel good leaving. Example, the other day, before it snowed, backstory, 2 years ago, I planted tulips in our front, like, I guess it's a garden bed technically, but I planted tulips because if I was lucky and it worked out well, we would have had tulips bloom on our wedding day. And they were bloomed on our wedding day, and it was so incredible. And beyond the fact that, like, it was beautiful, I'm like, I planted these and I made this work. But last fall I planted even more. So the year before, 2 years ago, we just had white ones, and then last year I planted like rainbow ones, or like yellows and pinks, and they're like faded and different colors and multicolor. And so I planted those this year, and they were like poking out of the ground like this much, which I'm like, they're growing, it's perfect. But it snowed the other day, and it snowed like a lot of snow. So I'm kind of worried that since it snowed after they were already, like, they broke ground, I don't know how they're going to do. I'm scared and I'm sad. If they don't bloom, I'm going to be even more sad. But I'm like, how beautiful would it be if they did, like, because they bloom right around like April, May. So, and we closed on April 30th. So I'm like, they would have been like in their peak blooming stage. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it didn't, like, the ground didn't freeze because it wasn't cold enough for long enough. It just snowed that one day a lot. So I'm hoping that the snow is just watering them, and it's no big deal, and they're gonna be fine. It's things like that where I'm like, oh yeah, it's gonna hurt to leave this house. Like, and I'll be the first one to talk shit about this house. Like, I love it, I really do, but I will talk. There's so many things that are like so fucking annoying about this house, and every house will have them. But I love this house as much as I hate this house. I love this house even more than I hate this house. It is 4:21, making dinner. Hi, buddy. I'm gonna do some pasta salad, and it's cold pasta salad. So I'm gonna make it now so it can be cold by the time we have dinner. So just gonna boil this pasta. We're gonna do tuna pasta salad. So 2 cans of tuna, a bit of mayonnaise, and then we're just gonna do some onion, pepper. That doesn't look great. And a cucumber. There we go. Okay, yep. I did not think about this. There we go. Best part about this is that it's only going to take me like 15 minutes to make this right now. Maybe if I can even open the box. And then by the time dinner comes around later, it'll be fully cooled and ready to go. Something I'll say too is that this is probably going to be one of the meals that we eat once we pack up all of our belongings. So right now we're like, excuse me, I'm talking. Okay, right now we're like 95% packed in the house. The only things that we have left are our clothing, our bathroom stuff, and the dishes we use every day. So what I'm thinking is, when we're like 2 weeks out from the move, we are going to just get paper plates and plastic utensils and pack everything else up and just do everything. I mean, not everything, because we'll have to have like some pots for pasta and things, but I don't know. It's really the game of like, what can we pack that we won't miss for the next like month? Because honestly right now, we're obviously, like I've said earlier, a month out from closing. So what can we pack that we don't need to use for a month, but we're like cooking dinner and stuff, it's hard because like we eat from home, like literally every day of the week. So it's hard to figure out like what we want to pack, but we also don't want to eat out for like 3 weeks straight. But then maybe it's like we can do freezer meals for a while. I don't know. Oh, you know what I actually should do? Maybe I could make like bulk pasta again like I did for when I had surgery. Maybe. Watch out, sweet girl. Okay. You good? What a cute boy. Me and all my cats hanging out. I just got a call from one of my lacrosse girls. If you're new here and did not know, I coached high school, junior varsity girls lacrosse for 2 years, and this year would have been my third, but with my surgery and with moving, it just didn't work out. And fingers crossed, hopefully I can get a job at one of the high schools or maybe the middle school up north where we're moving. But for now, just had my 2 years of coaching, and even just those 2 years had been so fulfilling. And I'm so sad to leave the girls that I've met, and I know they're gonna have a great season, and like I'm a speck in their life, but like I know how much my lacrosse coaches like changed my life, and so I hope I can at least like have some positive impact on some of these girls. But anyway, one of them just called me because their season just started yesterday, and they're doing fundraising, and she's like, I have to call everyone in my contact list and you're still in here. And like I'm like, it's so nice. I sent out a bulk email like in the fall when I knew I wasn't going to be coaching, and said like that I was leaving and blah 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 blah. And so I just assumed like girls are deleting my number, they don't need it, but she kept my number in her phone and she called, and I was like, literally, of course I'm gonna freaking donate. Like, are you kidding me? But anyway, it was just like so funny that she thought of me. It's not funny. It was so sweet that she thought of me, and I'm so glad. And although I am very upset I couldn't coach this year, but I know they're gonna do well, and hopefully I'm gonna look into the schedule and see if I can go support at one of their home games before I move. But anyway, just want to say that. Okay, I'm gonna just be emotional now, and honestly just for the rest of the month and until we move, and even after that I'm just gonna be emotional for the foreseeable future. Lighting is not good. Shut this off. Dinner's made. Looking so good, so easy. Gonna enjoy it on the couch because we have no table. I'm not checked in today, but it is 12:15. I'm on a long lunch break, so taking an hour instead of my half hour that I usually do. I have a meeting tomorrow afternoon that I have to work late for, so staying a little bit late today. But anyway, I'm swinging this around and just got these in the mail. Perfect timing. So I'm going to organize this crazy cord jumble. I just installed this the other day, and now it's gonna be really organized. It's just gotta figure out the mess of it all. So this is going to the desk. So this stays unplugged to lift up and down. Everything else can be, actually this is a treadmill, so this does not need to be included, or keep that out. But everything else can be kind of pinned up and stuff. So ideally, I'm gonna use these and these to kind of wrap stuff up and suck it to the top. We're gonna just see how it goes. Okay, so don't eat this one. What is this? I think this is my mouse. Okay, yeah, that can kind of stay. Maybe we can just wrap it up a bit. Okay. The best part, you ask? Gonna have to do this again and undo it when we move. So how do I? Huh? What's going on here? Oh, is this? Am I stupid? Alrighty, after a little too much trial and error, I think I've figured it out. Lots going on up here, but when the desk is back, it's not looking too bad. This is for the standing desk that just get plugged into the wall, and then I'll have one of these on there so it can get wrapped up when it's done every time. That's just the extension cord. I guess with this, I could like string it along the top. I don't care if it has one plug plugged in. And then this is just the webcam, so I'll adjust that. But overall, I mean, it was so much better than before, at least like right here in that area, but a little more touching up to do, but not too bad. Miko was playing with these too. But anyway, that literally took me half an hour. So I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my lunch break on the couch. Doing some laundry and just finished my work day. 4:15. What was I talking about? I'm feeling frustrated with work. Bit of backstory. When Wayfair posts that there is a role available, it goes internally onto like one of our internal sites, and then it gets posted externally depending on like what the role is. So over the past, I don't know, year or so, I've applied for 3 different roles that are L2, also contacts. I'm an L1. Our CEOs are L10, and then like my manager is an L2, her manager is an L3, that kind of thing. Anyway, so I've applied for a couple L2 roles over the past year and change, and I'm ready for something new, honestly. Like, don't get me wrong, I like my job. I mean, is it my favorite thing in the world? No. But I like it. I'm gonna continue to keep doing it for as long as I have to, you know. But basically, the couple opportunities I've had to change roles, in my brain, it seems like the most perfect fit for me. Like, they're things I've already done before. Specific job is to QC, make sure people are doing things right, and to also make sure our processes, SOPs, workflows, everything like that is up to date. So anyway, all that to say is that I've applied for this one specific team 2 times. It was 2 different roles. One of them was for a more specific team. This one was just a broad person on the team. And granted, like, did I have the most experience for the last time where it was one specific team? No. Did I have some? Yes. And which was a benefit of the flex team I was on. Anyway, I'm just complaining, but all this to say is that I'm frustrated because, not because I didn't get the job, but I didn't even get to interview for any of these times that I've applied for something, which is really where my frustration comes in, because it's just like, if I was told, like, hey, like, let me backtrack a bit. It'd be one thing if I was emailed beforehand to be like, oh, like, we found some other better fits, like, really appreciate you applying, but this one isn't for you, keep on the lookout, whatever. Instead, I don't even get an update that they are interviewing or anything. I just get the email at the end that says, thanks for applying, this role is now filled. And not to say, like, they have to inform me about this, but it's like, if I put in the time to, like, write a cover letter, review my resume, submit an application, the least they could tell me is like, hey, we found someone better, before they do. Or like, hey, we're going through the interview process and don't think you're going to be a great fit. Like, I would much rather prefer like a heads up before finding out the role was filled, because up until this point, I'm under the impression that, oh, I might get an email soon about an interview. I might be reached out for like more information soon. No, instead, I am ghosted for months, and then nothing ever comes through. Anyway, I'm just annoyed that it's like I spend so much time to do this, and then it's for nothing. I mean, not for nothing, like, keeping my resume up to date and writing cover letters is great practice and all, but it's just so fucking frustrating that it's like putting in all this work that doesn't go anywhere, or it doesn't even like get mentioned because the role was filled. It's like, I'm probably not saying this very well, but I'm just annoyed. And I'm also annoyed that where so I work for Wayfair, and there's not a lot of upward mobility right now. And like, I understand we just like had a reduce in force, like a 10% reduction in January. So obviously they're not going to hire teams after they just corrected the team size, but now we're 3 months out after that, and there's definitely room for growth, I would think, but there's absolutely nothing. And the one role that they do have is only open to L2s. So it's like, okay, if you're an L1 like I am, and you want to like move up, you have to apply to L2 positions. But then they put L2 positions that don't even allow L1s to apply. So it's just so frustrating that it's like, I work so hard and my talent is being wasted. It fully is. I'm not working to like my full capabilities because, or I'm doing the best I can in the position I'm in, but I can do so much more. And I'm not able to do that because there's no growth. And the growth that there is, A, is uncommunicative, and B, actually like false growth, because I'm not even allowed to apply until they find something else. That they've tried other options and it's like, there's nothing better, you know? So, and the reasoning for it was so absurd. I had an all hands meeting today, which is basically like everyone in the big goal department answering questions and going over business updates and that kind of stuff. But I asked the question, like, what's being done about having upward mobility, and someone else also pointed out that that L2 role that is there isn't, and basically their answer was just that you got to keep waiting, you got to keep looking, when something comes up you got to apply for it, and then also do our LEP program, which me and the person that asked the question did like 2 years ago. It's like, we're already doing all the programs we can, but that doesn't help us right now. It doesn't, I know, it doesn't help us grow further than the role that we're in. And it was basically just, if you ever go to those big all hands meetings where there's like hundreds of people, you know, most of the answers are just non-answers. And so anyway, I was feeling earlier today a little bit frustrated about like the lack of growth, and then literally at 4:15 getting this email at my end of day being like, the one option you did have is gone now. Anyway, I'm annoyed, and there's nothing I can really do about it except maybe leave my job, but then I'll just be annoyed about something else. So, and not to say like I'm so happy with the job I'm doing and I'm paid well for what I do, and I do love my job. It's just so simple. And there are some people that are very happy doing the same mundane things every single day. Good for them. I'm not one of those people. And not one person is better than the other. They're just different. And it's hard that I'm forced to be stuck in this one spot where I don't want to be stuck. I want to do more and I want to do other things, but I'm restricted in that capability. Anyway, hope you enjoy this ramble that probably makes absolutely no sense unless you work for Wayfair and you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, I'm gonna put this laundry away and I will, I don't know, maybe stop complaining at some point. Good morning, vlog. It's 10:15 and starting my walk of the day. Been working for 2.5 hours or so. Figured I would get the desk going. Also, I gotta say, I will say this all the fucking time, but if you work from home and you have not upgraded to the standing desk with the walking pad yet, what are you doing? It's the best upgrade, honestly. But yeah, after last night, let me see, I spiraled about that, made Josh and I dinner, and we just hung out on the couch. Our usual night routine is he comes home from work, we eat dinner together, and then we watch NCIS for like an hour, and then we go to bed. So that's our usual night, and that's what happened yesterday, and will probably happen again today and tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm actually at work half hour early, which is nice. Anyway, I'm going to get this treadmill walk going, get back to work, and I'll check in with you guys if anything else fun happens today, which, who knows? Also, the amount of cats. We got 1 cat, 2 cat, 3 cat. I mean, hey, what a life. What a good life I live, huh? What do you think, buddy? Yep. Bean, do you live the good life? You're such a pretty girl. Got 5 minutes until our pod inning gathering. Got my grapes as a snack. My Coke. Gonna be a great hour. I always forget how good grapes are. Doesn't really got a crunch. Ooh. Hello. You feeling any better than a couple hours ago? Of course not.
I felt better 2 days ago. So, all Leah doesn't know, I have COVID.
Oh, shut up. This is your first time, right?
Yes.
Alrighty, that was a great time. I always love doing like non-work things with work people. Just like helps you learn about them a little bit more, and it's always fun just to like, I don't know, let loose of like work standards and just be friends for a while. So that was fun. But anyway, now it's 5 o'clock, so done work for the day and gonna start on some dinner. I accidentally opened the wrong package of chicken the other day, so that's what that is. But tonight's meal has a literal whole fuck ton of garlic, but let's see what we're making. Oh, it's not gonna let me log in. Let's see. Oh, also the best frozen meals. I'm trying to figure out what we're gonna do when we end up moving, and like, okay, here's the thing. I want to pack up all of our plates and dishes and pans and stuff, and I started doing that with the pans we don't use, excuse me, frequently. But what are we gonna do with like our plates and stuff? So eventually I'm gonna move us to paper plates and like plastic utensils just for like the week before the move. But then I'm like, I would still need to cook, right? So anyway, here's my attempt on trying to find the best freezer meals. Probably just gonna go to Trader Joe's, honestly, and figure shit out that way, because Trader Joe's has easy stuff. Anyway, for this week, where are we? Oh no, that's this week's. Here we go. We are having curry chicken over lime rice. Yeah. I'm tired with the apricot spread though. Disgusting. Not a fan of that. But everything else, basically what this is going to be is curry chicken with rice and carrots. Just easy peasy squeezy. Dinner is ready. Can we focus? Maybe? Hello? Anyway, there's dinner. Chicken, carrots, rice. What do you think, girl? Anything? No thoughts? Oh, so sweet. Good morning, vlog. Happy Friday. I think I'm gonna end off the vlog here. This has been a pretty average week in my life, especially recently, just doing not a lot, still recovering from my surgery, packing a lot, being frustrated, you know, it's the usual. But if you like this, make sure you like it. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Monday.